Welcome to Smalltalk Daily for Thursday, October 16, 2008. This morning I thought I'd go through print policies which control the way various things will print out in Cincom Smalltalk. So let's say you have a string or object that you want to print in a specific kind of way. If we look at the comment for class print policy, we see that we can hand format strings to various kinds of objects and tell them to print in that fashion. So if you look at the comment here, you'll see that. And let me scroll down a bit and we'll see that you can embed information about parts to print in various colors. You can provide RGB information as floating points. And if you scroll down, you'll see that you can include text that would otherwise cause specific formatting actions, like the bracket, appear in the text by commenting it with double quotes. And then you can separate with the semicolon. Now, let's see how these actually work in action. It turns out there are a number of these things out there. There's a number print policy, a timestamp print policy, and a string print policy. And to see those, all we really have to do is go back here and hit hierarchy, and we'll see those down here. And each one of them is commented pretty well and explains to you the differences in how they do things. So let's go through a couple of examples to illustrate this. Take number print policy, and I want to print this number with it being red if it's negative and in this kind of format. So let's see what that looks like. Hit print it. You'll notice that what I get back is a text object, and I'm not seeing the color, and that's because what I'm looking at here is not a textual display. What I did to kind of get around that problem is I created a little UI using the UI builder, put in a text widget in it so that I could open it up on that item of text. So let's try it here. Let's do it, move this in, and you see instead of the negative sign, we get it in red, and parens, which is normally the way you see it in financial kind of statements. So let's move down here and look at some of the others. So here I take a timestamp right now, and I want to print it in this month, day, year format with the time in hour, minute, second format. Let's try that. Do it. Looks like when I did my copy paste, I forgot to put in the timestamp print policy. So let's try that again. And you see we get our timestamp here. Now let's go down one. Let's say we want to print this string as a phone number with parentheses around the area code. And by phone number, I mean standard American type or Canadian type phone numbers. And you see here, you've got that. And finally, one more example. Let's say you wanted something to look more like a social security number, and you wanted to put that in. So let's try this, and do it. And you'll see that again with parentheses. Now let's say that you wanted to change that from being parentheses to square brackets. Well, again, you have to use this comment notation because the square brackets normally in this kind of stuff mean a color notation. So let's put them in quotes and try that. And now you see it comes up with the brackets around it. So those are how you use print policy objects to print things in specific formats. And again, to go through this, I would strongly suggest you go to class print policy, read the comment there, and then go through each one in number print policy, string print policy, and timestamp print policy. So that's pretty much it for today. Until next time, have fun with Smalltalk.